my sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth. If you're new, welcome. It's always nice to sew along with you. Today I'm putting my red house quilt blocks into a quilt top. Let's get started. I had some of my house blocks made when I went on a recent camping trip to the bottom of the Sierra Nevada mountains. We found a really beautiful, quiet campground last week, and so I took my sewing machine along and I took some pink and blue strips of fabric to work on an alternate block for my red houses. I used strips that were anywhere from 2 inches up to 4 inches. I wanted some different size strips. Some were already cut in my stash and some I needed to cut, and you can see they're all different lengths just because they came from all different pieces of fabric that I had here in my sewing room. After putting them together, I pressed. This is an iron I have in my trailer that's a low watt iron that I can use when we are camping. I made sure that my strip sets were at least 9.5 inches wide because that is the width of my block, and they needed to be a little bit longer because I'm going to be cutting a diagonally cut through this quilt block, and as you can see, that strip set below is just a little bit wider, and that's okay because after I cut and sew my blocks together, I will be trimming them to 9.5 inches. I had the best success with this quilt block when I stacked 2 of my strip sets together, one on top of the other, both with the right side up, and then I'll be using my ruler with the 45-degree angle line going across my quilt block. Here is that line, 45 degrees, and I'm trying to line it up with the mat underneath my quilt blocks, and I'm not starting in the corner. I could start in the corner, but I kind of wanted the seam to be off to the side, so I'm just cutting that line all the way through my quilt blocks, and then I'll be mixing and matching and sewing 2 of these triangles together. can see here that the quilt blocks are not lining up exactly there on the edges, but that's okay because I'm going to be trimming. I do want those strips though to be pretty straight going up and down, and that's why that 45-degree angle is pretty important as I cut my quilt blocks. Now I have my 9.5-inch ruler, and I'm going to be trimming my little quilt block here to 9.5 inches. I wasn't sure how this quilt block was going to go along with my houses, but I really like what's happening. When I was done with my camping trip, I came home and I began making some more blocks using the same method here in my sewing room. Here I'm cutting just one of my strip sets with that 45-degree angle going across my quilt block, and after cutting this one, I was able to use one of those triangles to cut a partial piece. This wasn't quite big enough to cut two triangles, so I'm going to be cutting one triangle out of this little leftover strip set, and I will be able to put two together to make one of my blocks. And here I was able to just lay out those that I had already cut and use that for my guide to cut across the next strip set and make another set of triangles for this fun quilt block. It's really easy to put together, and I really like the way that it goes with my houses. After finishing making those really easy blocks with the strips, I made the rest of my houses. I had 4 red houses cut out and ready to go, so I was able to put those together one afternoon, and then I had all the pieces I needed for my quilt top. When I had all of my blocks together, I was very happy with my quilt. I really like the way this quilt is turning out, but I did want to make it just a little bit taller. I want to add some length to the top and the bottom, add some kind of a border. I ended up using my leftover strips to make sort of a piano key border on the top and bottom, and those are both 4 inches wide. Well, this was a really fun quilt to put together, and it was fun to think about it between all of the steps, deciding what kind of block I was going to use between my houses, and then what kind of border to add to the top and bottom. And I really like the way this turned out with all those variations of pinks and blues with those red houses in between. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.